Hi, this is Katora.
And this is Nicole.
And this is Cooking Up Chats.
Well, today we decided just chatting. Chatting and cooking has been fun for us. But we have kind of some busy schedules coming up, which we can talk a little bit about today. And so we figured we'll still chat with you guys. And then we'll get back into some cooking a little bit later.
Yeah, so I thought it would be a great idea to kind of start with any extracurricular or any activities that we just started or we're going to start. If we would like to share that, or if we wanted to kind of explain what we're going to be doing in the next couple of months coming up. So you'll go first. Anything fun that you started?
So for me recently, so we've both been doing the swimming. And so that was something we started a while ago, and so we've just been keeping up with that. So that has been fun and a good exercise, and something I've also been able to incorporate my son. You guys saw him in the video. And then what I'm doing personally for myself is I'm taking some piano lessons. And so we found this lady that's actually a friend of the family, and she's retired. She's a musician, and she's decided to teach some classes. Well, she's actually been doing that for a long time. And so I'm her student now. And so once a week, I am going to piano lessons.
Yay. Yeah, I'm really excited about that. Not only is she taking piano lessons, but my mom is taking piano lessons. Shout out to our moms. And so it's going to be great to have two musicians in our family. So I'm really excited, and I'm sure you'll share some with the channel once.
Yeah, I was actually thinking about that the other day. Like, I wonder if I should record this and share it. So I might do a little bit. So I am a beginner. I have a little bit of an advantage over your mom because when I was in middle school, I did take band as like a requirement. So I do know how to read basic music. I say basic because it was all the G clef for the instrument that I played. It was all a 4x4 measure. So getting out into like other, I don't know all the terminology. So getting out into the other timing, I think it is, for the different measures, and then also getting into the G clef is like new for me, but it's been a fun journey.
Sounds fun.
So, what have you been up to?
So, I have been working real hard to expand my brand as an actress. And I have decided that I will be doing a showcase. So I'm putting together a show of my own. It's going to be mostly music and just a little bit more acting. And it's going to be a huge undertaking to put it together. But I'm excited about it. I think a lot of times what artists want to do is kind of take their career into their own hands and try to promote themselves as best they can. Not to discredit anything that goes along with agents, managers, and things like that, but it's time for me to kind of stand up on my own 2 feet and kind of take the bull by the horn and kind of get my career going a little bit more than it has been at this time. So I will be performing 5 songs and possibly a monologue or 2. It will be locally, and so it's going to be mostly friends and family invited, but we'll get some footage for you, and hopefully you can see how I did. And
so it's a one-woman show. Showcase. So the showcase is because there's going to be different types of media, so the singing, the acting, and so forth, so on. Okay, well, if you need a pianist accompaniment.
Now I have a pianist. She's gonna have to learn 5 songs.
So yeah, I am nowhere at that level. I mean, unless you're gonna be singing Yankee Doodle or When the Saints Go Marching In, then I got you, girl. But anything after that, no. I have been practicing Ode to Joy, so
okay.
I don't want to infringe on your one-woman show. But next time when you incorporate more artists in, I'll be ready to play a number.
You're on. So yeah, I'm really excited about that, and I'm really excited that we're gonna get to do some other activities this year. I mentioned before that we're gonna be traveling, and I didn't really want to mention right now where we're gonna go, but I guess we could mention one place.
I mean, I don't mind mentioning. I'm super excited. I've been telling my coworkers, and they're like, "Oh, we're so jealous." I'm like, Sorry. So one thing I will say, plug right here for all of those working full time, for all of those managing budgets, it can be done, right? And so it's all about planning ahead. So no place is off the table as long as you plan accordingly. So it may not be a place you can get to this year or maybe even next year, but if it's your desire to go there, put in the work to make the plan to go. I spent a lot of time talking to people that said, gosh, I wish I could go here. I wish I could go here. And I'm like, so go there. And so we've been traveling for a while now. I think one of our earliest trips was when we were kids. We were able to go to Israel. And I think just that type of trip, really instilled in us, the importance of traveling and seeing other cultures and, just getting not only outside of your own backyard, but outside of your own country and seeing kind of what else is happening in the world. So that's really embedded our love of travel. And so you will hear about more travel on the channel. So do you want to reveal our first location?
So I don't think I can keep the secret any longer. We are going to Iceland, folks. Yes, Iceland. And I'm not too sure. By the time this video comes out, you might have already seen some footage. But yes, we're going to Iceland. It's going to be my cousin's birthday trip. And I'm so excited. So how do you feel about Iceland?
I am super excited about going to Iceland. So if you don't know, we had gone to Alaska, it's been a couple years now. 2 years. But that was a fantastic trip. We go with our mutual friend Eddie. Well, I met her from work, and so now she's one of my good friends.
Mine too.
Yeah. And
hi, Eddie.
She likes to steal my friend, so now she's our mutual friend. But we went to Alaska. That was fun. We could probably drop a couple of pictures of that as well. And fell in love with Chasing Northern Lights, right? And so if you haven't heard, 2025 is supposed to be one of the best years for Northern Lights, and so we couldn't let this trip pass us by.
Yeah, I fell in love with Alaska, actually. I am one of those people who does not like the cold. I like hot, warm weather with some air conditioning. But we went to Alaska, I believe it was in 2022 in December. And some of the locals were like, what are you doing here? This is not the right time to come. But we went anyway. We saw the Northern Lights and I absolutely loved it. And I wanted more of it. So I asked, where can we see them a little bit more brighter, a little bit more more awesome, more chef's kiss. And we looked up some places. There's Norway. There's a lot of places that actually have the Northern Lights, and Iceland was one of them. So we are excited to get to this trip, and you'll come along with us, of course. But we wanted to kind of enjoy Nicole's birthday. She's an amazing mom, a cousin, a wife. She's one of the best people I know, and she deserves this trip. And so I'm glad that we get to spend it and share it with you all. And hopefully we'll have just as good as a time as we did in Alaska.
Yeah, I'm super excited. I think it's going to be a great trip. It's going to be cold still, but for us to go in the winter months, it'll be darker longer, so the opportunity to see the Northern Lights is usually greater. And then also, I think we're going to take on some ice cave tours or hiking, and so you really can't get that in the summer months. Now, I wouldn't be opposed to going back in the summer months for some of the other things that you can do there. But for now, this is it. We're super excited and we can't wait to share it with you guys.
Yeah, so like we said, we have a lot of trips coming up. This is just one of a few more. So we can't wait for you to see it. And I think that's enough chatting. It's time to pack out our bags and get on that road.
That's enough chatting for now. Let's trip.
That's enough chatting for now. Let's take a trip.
Guys, just be patient with us. We'll get it.
We'll get it. By the next video, we have to have a catchphrase.
I'm making it. We're going to do it.
But yeah, that's enough chatting for now. We're going to go ahead and pack our bags.